Finals of the NBA Cup. We're excited to bring it to you. Here with Grant Hill, Doris Burke, and Ali LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining us is So the Hawks will get the first possession. Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. And it's Kennard in at the three. Inside, here's Young. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
And so MP will bring it up for Brooklyn. And their ongoing winning streak has been the top story in the league lately. A stunning 23 straight victories so far.
What's striking to me about this incredible streak is that in the course of a season, you might have an injury, you might have a bad shooting night, maybe your defensive game plan wasn't strong at the outset, and yet they grind night after night, come up with different ways to win. The commitment it takes to be on this kind of run is something else.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move, like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And here's MP from outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, two teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
Back to Young. The shake. And the layup is good. Young's got 6 points.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, Jordi Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight. He said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Ali. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
BA, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area, overcome the challenges, young sir.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Young, stolen by MP. Here's Wilson. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
Yeah, great effort in the paint by Johnson, not allowing anything easy.
Rejected by Claxton. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. For Brooklyn, Williams is checked in. A transition in regional media, the RSN, the Regional Sports Network, with cord-cutting impacting revenues.
Yeah, local RSNs is a big part of the NBA, and the availability of local team broadcasts via streaming is certainly skyrocketing. Every team, Utah, Phoenix, has their own flair to this, and it definitely has the potential to unlock an even larger viewership. The national broadcast is big, guys, especially here at 2K TV, but the local audience is very much an important part of the NBA ecosystem.
We've got Michael Porter. Terrence Mann is out there with MP. Then there's Sharp, and it's Wilson in at the power forward position. So that's the Nets 5. 3 on the clock. Johnson for 3. Porter pulls it in.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Pass to Wilson. Back to MP. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Daniels. Picked up by Okongwu. Johnson for 3. Atlanta misses again.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Excellent read by MP there. Just takes advantage of the opening.
Hawks trail by 9. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Outside man. Outside Porter. From downtown. Gets the three to fall. Porter's got 6 points.
Yeah, we're seeing the competitive spirit of Porter Jr. as he responds with the three of his own. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Daniels against MP. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Man. Porzingis is checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Krejci. Well, we know you got to get going, but thanks, Shams. As always, it's been fun and informative, my friend.
BA, no problem. Always glad to join, but I gotta go. I gotta get to this news right now.
Man's got things to do.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well. His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. A 12-point game. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. 5 to shoot. In attack mode, Trae Young.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Brooklyn leading by 10. Out to the right wing. Outside Porter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. From deep, MP. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Ramos has got 24 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Wilson, and he dunks it down.
Oh, MP getting the basketball exactly where it needs to go when it needs to be there.
MP against Young. Lets a floater go. That shot, no good.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
When I look at Atlanta, they've been hanging around the upper echelon, playing with good energy. Feels like the chemistry is right with this team. They put themselves in the championship discussion.
And switching gears now to that first half, big hill to climb for the Atlanta Hawks.
They're getting destroyed inside, I'm pretty sure.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. Trae is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt, and it's Kennard in at the small forward position.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And one thing you hear coaches say all the time, Doris, finish the cut.
The reason being You have to let the passer know exactly what you're going to do. If you stop short, so often the ball ends up out of bounds.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Back to you.
A good partnership. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Young against MP. Back to Young. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
It's another big night for Trae Young, a relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
And here's MP from outside. Drains the triple. Ramos has got 8 points in the quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Young. Young missing again.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
And MP with a basket on the assist by Thomas. 34 points for MP.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
Young can't hit.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Thomas drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thomas has got his 2nd basket on the night.
They're really working the paint now.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Porzingis with a screen on MP. Young from long range. Young missing again.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Counted. Ramos has got 36 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Young. 16 points for him. And now we're 3 minutes into this 3rd quarter of play.
This has been a tough quarter for them and a challenging game for this team.
Here's MP. Yes, it's good. Ramos has got 38 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Daniels. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis, with that release point and that size, difficult to check in the painted area.
How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, PA. In the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
There's Young with the 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's MP. Pass to Wilson. And here's Porter. Thomas outside. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And the net's another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. From deep. The rebound by the Nets. Porter's got 9 rebounds now.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1 3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Atlanta is shooting just 42% so far in the game. Pass to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Porzingis to halt the run. Rejected by Claxton.
Love rim protection from Nick Claxton. That is a big-time block.
And the bucket is good.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Young looking around. And that's not going to go. And so it's MP making things happen for Brooklyn. Knocking down 3 after 3. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket.
Making a change here. MP's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Okongwu. Kennard comes in for Krejci. And it's Trae Young in for Daniels. Back to Young. Outside Johnson. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
Terrence Mann is out there with MP. Then there's Sharp, then it's Zaire Williams, and it's Highsmith in at the 4 slot. So that's the Nets 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
From deep, MP hits yet again. Wow! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Kennard. Beyond the arc. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Well, Kennard loves and relishes the opportunity to come back with his triple.
Back to MP for 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Young, the pass to Alexander Walker. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Shot clock at 5. Sharp against Porzingis. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sharp's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. He drops it from range.
And how about the clap back from Johnson, putting 3 on the board?
Highsmith passes to Ramos. Shoots over Young. Oh, another one falls. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Young against MP. Outside Porzingis. That 3's off the mark.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Ramos, the pass to Williams. MP scanning the floor. Launches it. It's in.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him.
Thanks, guys. MP, seeing you tear up the passing lanes the way you did in the win tonight, tell us, you must have played football in high school. Cornerback?
You really got to do your homework, Dominic Hamlin. I've been playing basketball exclusively since the 5th grade. I'm just a natural when it comes to picking pockets. That's it, that's all.
Understood. Thanks, MP. You're welcome. Brian, back to you.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
It's warming up. Beautiful afternoon on the Strip. Nothing like Las Vegas, Nevada. Hi, and good evening, everyone. We've got an NBA Cup semifinal for you tonight in the East. And a ton is on. Well, we've made it through 2 rounds of the NBA Cup. And the stakes just keep rising.
Kevin, once you get to single elimination, there's no room for error. You have 2 Eastern Conference heavyweights going at it. I think this game could come down to the wire.
Let's toss it over to the sideline for news on MP's groundbreaking season.
Thanks, guys. Well, a pretty auspicious record he set. The most 60-point games in a season. He's on a tear for the ages and has established himself as one of the most combustible scorers in the game. Guys?
Yeah, all right. He is combustible. Thank you very much. So here's Miami's starting group. The post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Mitchell is out there with Hero. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. It's a 3-point game. Hero finds Ware. And here is Mitchell. And he makes good on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Amos can't hit. Mitchell with it. Now defended by MP. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And last season, the Heat with their worst finish in a decade. Greg, it was surprising.
Well, the Jimmy Butler saga hung over the middle part of the season. The team's best player had 1 foot out the door even before they traded him. So now this team pivots towards that younger core.
Ware controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside Wilson. Pass to Porter. Back to Wilson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Hero looking around. Adebayo with a screen for Mitchell. Back to Adebayo. That one falls.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points. Off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
Porter, bounce pass. And here's MP for 3. And Ware pulls it down. And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for Miami. They trail by 1. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago. Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Hero with it. Now Thomas defending. Again, the Heat good for 2.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's MP, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. MP's got 5 now.
Oh, nice jumper from MP there. But he is going to have to do a lot better job if they want to try and contain him.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe a jump.
Substitutions on the court.
Mitchell finds Wiggins. Back to Mitchell. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Inside, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Oh, that's not fair. Adebayo using his athleticism to give this crowd something to remember.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. On the court for the Heat, they've got Wiggins. He's out there with Fontecchio. Mitchell is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard. And stolen by Sharp. Here's MP. Rebound by Mitchell.
just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Atlanta had a huge game. He had 65 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
This is the third ever NBA Cup back in Las Vegas for the semifinals. This has been an outstanding event.
No doubt Las Vegas knows how to put on a show. This semifinal doubleheader, really interesting. We never see NBA games on a neutral court, so it's fun to see these guys play in a different environment.
Well, Heat leading by 5. Mitchell passes to Wiggins. Here's Pop. Heat moving the ball around. And that one's good, Mitchell.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Brooklyn's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Porter kicks to MP. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists now tonight.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Heat have gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Driving in and slammed in for 2.
A flashy play by Hero off the drive, turning his speed into airtime for a dunk.
The kick out to Porter. Pass to Ramos. And the Nets, another 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. And Miami with a change here, too. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Adebayo. Pass to Jovic. Drills the three-pointer. Jovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, nice ball movement. Hero's an underrated passer, makes great decisions.
A 3 from MP. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Outside Hero. And the Heat, another 3.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Wilson kicks to Porter. Pass to Claxton. And Thomas has it in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Good on the bucket. And it's a 9-point Miami lead.
He bullies his way around Wiggins. He's going to figure it out inside.
Back to MP. Inside, MP gets it.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Hero will not go. This is off the front iron. It'll count. And so it's Miami, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
You know, right now for the Nets, they've certainly earned that top spot. If they aren't the clear title favorites, they're on the short list.
Yeah, they got championship DNA, RNA, amino acids, you name it. Professor Shaq knows all.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Miami Heat.
Let me start out by saying.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it.
We are just one half away from finding out who will be headed to the championship game of the NBA Cup. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Wilson out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Ramos in at the point. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. MP showing the range.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead. Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Shots good by Hero.
The Rio, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Ramos, that's good.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
On the wing, Mitchell. Baseline J on the way. Porter pulls it in. Nets trail by 7. And here's MP for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ramos has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Brooklyn. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Mitchell passes to Adebayo. Ware kicks to Adebayo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Adebayo's got 11.
And he's worked hard on that shot. Bam is now very willing to let it fly from beyond the arc.
Back to Porter. Pass to Ramos. Over Mitchell. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Ramos has got 13 points now in the quarter. Hero passes to Pop. Outside, Adebayo. Now Hero. There's a good screen. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Mitchell. There's the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Mann's checked in for Brooklyn. And Miami with a change here, too. Larson's checked in. And here's MP for 3. Sinks the triple. MP's got 43 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Hero. Brooklyn with the rebound. 1:32 left to play in the third. Ramos the pass to Thomas. Takes the 3. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Hero against MP. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
Back to Thomas. MP deciding where to go with it. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Hero with it. He's got 10. Fires the 3. Wilson grabs the board.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how.
And good! There's another.
And only a handful of the all-time greats have more 50-point games than he does.
He's moved all the way into a tie for 4th place on that list.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Hero kicks to Adebayo. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. MP has been leading the charge for the Brooklyn Nets. They kept going to him. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
One defensive stat that teams are tracking these days, deflections. Why do you think that's so important to them?
Well, it's a measure of your activity and disruption. Even if you don't get the steal, messing up the flow of a team's offense can be so impactful.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. The post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
MP fired, connects again from distance.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
You want to get the ball to MP around the hoop. That was a good job there.
Lets it go from 11. Porter pulls it down. Nets leading by 15. MP. And got it. Another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this.
Yeah, that goes in.
And how about Adebayo kicking it into high gear offensively?
On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Powell. Thomas surveying the D. Clock at 6. MP. Good. Another from 3.
He is unstoppable here. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands, GA, by himself for 3rd place in most threes all time. Now Hero. What a finesse finish on the lay-in.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity. And not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot heat.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Porter kicks to MP. And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for 2nd in most threes in a game. Hero from long range. Hero can't get that one to fall. Here's Ramos. And again.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They've moved their way through the east side of the bracket and are headed for the final game of the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just one game. Winner takes all.
You were dropping dimes, your teammates were making shots, and you came away with the win. Talk about it, MP.
Yeah, as a leader, I'm always looking to get my guys involved before I get going. If I do that, they keep moving, cut harder, stay engaged. It's kindergarten stuff. You got to share. And a lot of nights, that extra intensity is the difference between winning and losing. Tonight, we got the win.
It was a great game, MP.
All right, thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific stuff, Dominic. Thanks.